already hot.
Oh yeah, we live.
All right, Little Bit Everything podcast.
Back again.
ALBOET
Headquarters talk to
Mansion party soon.
Boy to go get a Dre.
Tilt your mic up, beat.
Yeah, it's your boy to go get a Dre. Hit him with my guys.
Show the antagonist. You know I'm here, of course.
Do say Dan in the building, man. Top of the top. What's up?
Oh man, my eye.
Come on, boy. We just started recording. Shit.
Had that COVID eye itch.
Oh man, you hear this guy?
I'm about to get up.
This guy? This guy is wildin'.
But just doing a quick check-in before we get into the sauce, man. How everybody doing?
Yo,
Speak up, boy.
feeling good right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't complain. You know how you feeling, Duce?
I'm feeling good, man. We had a little scare, but we back.
We back.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say, you know, by the time this come out, I want to say happy belated to the dogs, the go getter. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, boy.
Whoopty.
You know, when a
Jumbo
baby
Side is a
season,
movie.
when a season,
You feel me? Sad season, winter baby season. You know what I mean? Shout out to my Leos and my Virgos behind the scene. But it's if you're not as sad, you got to be a guppy. So, you know.
Also, shout out to the bro Shim, man.
Oh yeah, yo,
yo,
young Cass.
Shout out to Young Cass,
we gotta
boy
get that
King.
up, bro.
Got that piece of paper, that bachelor's.
Top notch Haitian boy
You know what I'm
there.
saying? Computer engineering.
It's a fact,
Growing in
man.
the family, so it's gonna
I know
be good.
Mama Love gonna be super proud.
Yeah,
So shout out to him.
and we know him. He gonna be on bare antics when he.
That's a
touch
fact.
down.
When he touched, yo, the shit that be crazy. He be texting me like every week, like, yo, bro, when I touch down, it's a
I be
movie.
having to egg him. I be like, here we go. So he just start. He be like, yo, I can't wait to get back, bro. I be like, when you graduate again? December. I be like, not May? Nah, December. It's lit, bro. I be like, oh.
Should be.
it is.
Nice, son.
Combos be lit with him, bro.
Yeah, Mike
ready.
next. I don't know if he's gonna graduate, but Mike could be 21.
Tell him the salary I'll need him to make in 2 years.
Are you throwing shots at my little?
No, I'm saying
You just do a shot at him saying you don't know if he's gonna graduate though.
Nah, I'm saying he's not in school. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, all right.
That's different.
Should have let that be
It's
known. Man.
crazy. But nah, let's get into the sauce because you know we want to do like a short segment today to kind of just be quick, concise, and share some of our wisdom about some topics that we got going on. I think will be impactful to some people. So, Stro, let it rip. What we got on the agenda today, man?
we could talk about a few things, but I guess normally we usually start kind of serious,
Yeah.
and then end mellow. But let's start in the middle.
Recently, hasn't been mellow that we ended on.
I know we've been active. We've been
Mellow
active for sure.
beats.
But I guess everybody here is a music fan, right? I would agree so, right? So I think we could touch on that. So
Oh my eye, boy.
see you over here making COVID jokes. Look at you. Look at you.
Oh yeah, my joint wild.
You want to go sit over there?
But I say what is your vibe with music? Like when it comes to like depending on your mood or what mood that you feel like you mostly in at a time where you by yourself, and then what's the mood or type of vibe of music you'll put on for when you wanna court someone, a significant other or a girl you find interesting, like, and how do they parallel or differ? Vibes of music. I don't know.
When I'm trying to court shorty,
Yeah.
I say I throw on like some Tory,
Oh,
some Breezy.
Cancel. Is that gonna still work though?
Yeah.
If she's on that type
if
of
I
time,
throw on
and
Chicks
she is-
Tape, you can't cancel Chicks Tape. You could cancel Tory, but you can't cancel Chicks Tape.
No shooters though.
We could throw shooters in the
Just to
mix.
say he jacking shooters. What?
Yeah, listen, shooters
it
do
don't
go in
matter
the
who
mix.
it'll call.
I throw that, or I throw Breezy, Trey songs. I throw a little mix in. But when I'm dolo, it's like
Smoke would never clear, boy.
Yes. Pop, Meek, some Dirk.
Oh God,
Drake might get in the mix. I don't know.
Drake. Because of Dirk, he might get in the mix, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason why.
This guy's crazy, boy.
Who else we got? There's too many people, but it's like that's like my main four every day.
Okay. Mine's if I'm dolo, you know the smoke will never clear, man. Rest in peace, the Woo.
That's a fact.
You feel me? Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Now I like the Brooklyn rap scene, so I try to keep it to the locals. We got
Raw Swish.
Pop, we got Swish, we got Chef and Sleepy. We got Tutu. You know,
Hoodie mask.
you feel me? And the rest of the fellas, you know what I mean? Ain't shouting nobody out. You know, I like listening to them because I like being in touch with what's going on in my neighborhood. Outside of that, if I got a joint with me, I got. Do y'all listen to Vito?
Yeah.
Davido?
Nah, Vito.
The joint you put me on to the other day?
Yeah.
Yo.
He's some R&B. Listen.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Dre put me on to that? Yo, listen.
Oh, have you heard about Division?
Nah.
All right, before we get to your turn, so let me get. You about to take me off. Stro always got the heat though. I ain't gonna lie. So he always put me on the sauce. But Vito, that's my. If I'm with a joint, that's what I'm in the tuck with. You feel me? Shout out to my boo. My boo. But I'm a R&B type head. Sometimes like smooth music. Shout out to my man Drake. So far gone. Thank me later. Take care. You could drop bombs when I drop the albums too. Feel me? If you're reading this, it's too late.
Yeah, name
Nothing
every
was
album.
the same.
You see this guy's
Scorpion.
This guy's acting up.
More Life.
All right, cut it out, bro.
Blem Tanks, you know what I mean? You know. I like listening to you know, Drizzy's like my favorite rapper, so I kind of put that in the mix. But definitely, like, if I'm cruising dolo, it's definitely the locals. If I'm with Shorty Doo Wop, now, I do like girl tune. You know, I like listening to some girl R&B. But if it's funny because like if I'm on a train or something like that, I could listen to it, but I turn it all the way down. Like,
what? So you're not bumping?
I'm not.
Summer Walker come through?
Yo, see, here's the thing with Summer. Nah, she's probably. All right, this is what I say. Summer Walker,
I can bump the entire.
Summer. She's probably the only one I could bump on 100.
Yeah.
All the rest of them that I listen to is like on 20. I got to make sure I don't need no one to be like, yo, what's up with the boy?
her is fire. Love her.
She is nice.
Musically too. I guess that's not what.
I was talking about musically. I don't know what you was talking about.
All right, now I got a question for you though. All right, cool, because I see where we at.
We already know what you listen to, Boogie.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? When I
fuck with Boogie.
Yeah,
I cannot love no skis.
you know what I'm saying? It's a move changer. DTG.
All right,
all that.
Here we go.
I also like bumping like Khalid and all that. You know what I'm saying? Black getting in the mix. Her, Summer Walker. But majority of the time, I guess depending on my mood, but I'll play a lot of dancehall. And then the slow, you know, the slow tunes, you know what I'm saying? But I have a question for you though. So what if, because I see where you're at with setting the mood, but what if you were a John or a woman and her vibe is finito? Chief Keef in them.
Keith?
Yeah.
How would you respond?
That's not foreign though. A lot of them like to bump.
Some trap shit.
You ever been to a party and then the girls
It's more turned
I go hard in the motherfucking paint, nigga. Stinking nigga. I be like, huh?
Like they really about the action.
I don't know.
They be the freaks.
That's not off-putting? Or
No.
you feel like, but I mean like,
No.
cause then now I'm trying to set the tone a little bit. You have your bag of music and then you see what she's into. How does that dynamic
flow?
work? Yeah. How does that
We both throw some shit on. We both listen to.
Because I say this. 'Cause I used to live with a shorty before, so like if we playing two different. Sometimes I can't take whatever she listening to. I just be like, yo, all right, let me play a song next. You know, type of joint. I be like, yo,
you had your three.
oh yeah, let me play.
Let me fucking.
Let me get
You
the
love
ox
shampoo?
now. You feel me? Sometimes, and then at that time, I was heavy on the soca joint, so like I was always trying to bump, and shorty was not trying to jack that.
I hear that.
But It's
like,
tough.
She wanted to play. It's a bad bitch party. You cannot get in.
Yo,
That's what she was playing.
shout out to that ratchet shit too, son. I bangs with it, but my face, I can't. Maybe I'm too light skinned.
That's what it is.
I'm too yellow.
You get offensive quickly.
You could deal with it then.
Yeah, why not?
I got trauma. I've been shot at.
We've all been shot at before.
Oh,
Because my thing is,
hold on. You got shot at on purpose?
this man is wild. Yo, this is a recorded line.
DJ Vlad, boy.
I ain't answering that.
Yo,
I didn't get shot at on purpose. You know, we live two different lives.
This man is
I
crazy.
kind of like walked into the shots.
Oh,
Pause.
your body different.
Paul.
You eat those?
Nah. It was more so like me and my man. We ain't gonna talk about it. It was like, fuck is this?
Oh, for his eye. My son producing.
My son came in the clutch, yo.
And he's a medic.
Yo, shout out to the production team, lit and all that, son.
But it was more so like we was walking down the block.
Yeah.
And son came out the driveway dumping at somebody else. We just happened to be across the street, crossing the driveway at the same time. Yeah, when I was like 16.
I know where you live now is like the suburbs. That'd be kind of surprising.
Oh, your backyard got a backyard.
Not really.
You try to hit it with the goods and Cassie, just, man.
But
oh my god,
you good?
I mean,
it might be allergies.
It might be COVID.
And you said
I don't think that's a symptom.
Nah,
It probably is. I don't. There's too many symptoms to keep track of, bro.
it's a long journey.
What they said, anything you get is COVID. Right?
Yeah, that's what it be.
But not to change gears and everything. You know, we what else we could talk on real quick? We want this to be quick, impactful, and productive. So I got something we could talk about. Let's talk about respect. Mm-hmm. What is respect to men, and how, and what is disrespect, and how? What are some things that you deem as disrespectful, and how could that like impact your relationship with males and females?
I guess that's a multi-layered question, but I think it's a multi-layered question. But I'm not too complex with it. I feel like with respect, if it's something going on, just keep me in tune. If you know my body, if you know my bop, don't put me in a certain situation where you know it's gonna be an issue. And if it's something like huge, like it's your birthday, but such and such was gonna be there, then you give me the decision. You gave me the choice to make the decision, and I pull up. Then that's just on me, because that's my thing. I love when I can control my situation. I hate when my hand is forced.
Surprise.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I hate when things happen out of someone else's doing and not mine. You know what I'm saying? If something goes down, it's because I put myself there. You know what I'm saying? Or I was in tune, or, you know?
So what is disrespect for you then?
Disrespect for me is allowing things to happen and not coming to me and telling me about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand things happen, but once, I guess, any situation, not to just box it in, but like if something happens and then you start hiding your tail between your legs and running, it's like, wow, you can't even come to me and talk to me about it. So now it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to air out your dirty laundry and you know, tell me how many skeletons in your closet, but it's like, yo, once I'm involved, I just need to be in tune.
Yeah.
And when I feel like once you start moving in a manner where you want to avoid certain topics or conversations, then it's like, all right, something's going on. And it may not even be serious, but the fact that you're doing that is like, you must see me lesser than how I feel,
right,
or who I am.
It's like you kind of play me. In a sense.
Yeah, like you can talk even if you're wrong, even if I'm wrong or whatever. Tell me about it. And I feel like if you can't give me that type of leisure, before
I give you a chance, I was about to say before I throw it to you. All right, so
chill out, boy.
Yeah, I know where we at. So
you good, boy? Nah, I'm talking about Stro, not you.
Yeah. It's that no name brand water bottle for me. It's the water bottle for me. All right, so look, so let's say shorty wants to come to you and talk to you about that, like let's say she made a mistake or something along those lines happened, but she's afraid of your reaction. Like, do you still deem that as disrespect?
Yeah, that's disrespect because truthfully, it's disrespect, or you must not really know who I am. Because I feel like if I'm not a hothead, I don't explode, and you know that, and if you really deep down know that I'm not this overreacting type of person,
Right.
then there's something. There must be something deeper behind it where you feel like you can't come. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like even though you're embarrassed or whatever, it could be whatever, or what if you're wrong, or if I'm wrong, whatever,
Right.
or if you're fed up, I feel like that shouldn't hold you back to come and tell me. Because I feel like if something like that, if you being upset or you being, I don't know, whatever emotion you want to put, if that overthrows our relationship, as in like, you know, my mindset is not to overreact and I don't blow things out of proportion. You know that. If that causes you to like override that and not come and talk to me, then I feel like now that's disrespect. Because you know me.
Right.
You know me. If you feel like you know me to the T, yeah, and something else can move me off that mantle, I think that's disrespect. You should always know who I am.
Danny, what you think, man?
I want you to go first before I go.
Like, what's disrespect for me?
Yeah.
For me, I mean, you put a spin on it that I didn't really think of, but I think just talking to me a certain way, like don't talk down on me, and I'm big on reciprocating simple stuff, right? So if I don't talk down on you, if I'm talking to you a certain way, like if I approach you about certain things, if I mess up on something or you mess up on simple stuff, and I don't like balk on you, like don't talk to me like I'm a kid. Like have the decency to get your point across and say what you gotta say, and understand that even though I may be expressing why I did something, it doesn't mean I don't see what's wrong in what I'm doing or what I did. But in the same breath, I feel like the way you talk to me has to be a certain way, because I do this for everybody. Like I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, and only people I probably don't give the benefit of the doubt to is probably these niggas. But I still give them the benefit of the doubt because we joke around. But like if we having a serious conversation, I'm gonna sit there and hear you out. And if you feel the need to call me out my name or start name calling, because I never do. Like shit, boy, I would never disrespect nobody on that type of level, son. And if you feel the need to do that to me, then I look at you differently after that, because I take disrespect. Like the only way you could, you may be disrespecting.
What's disrespect? Is name calling disrespect? If they say you a bozo, that's a trending word that people be using. You a bozo? Is that?
If you calling me a bozo because of something I did that didn't come out of ill intentions, like I could have did something not knowingly that got you angry and shit. So now you blowing up at me. It's like, let's have a discussion, right? You're upset. Obviously you're upset, right? So we could have a discussion. But once the name calling calls, or you just this bum nigga, or you just doing all this extra shit, like I'd be like, for what? Because again, like for me, if the tables was turned and shorty messed up or she did something crazy, I don't sit there and I don't jump out the window. I never jump out the window. And I make that clear. I even tell people like, yo, you got like 20 strikes with me before I explode. Like you could do, because at the end of the day, if you say, especially this, right? People got this thing about, they say, oh, I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna change, right? So let's say you do something to me right now, and you say, I'm not gonna do that no more because I expressed my dislike about it. You're gonna do it again, and you're gonna do it again, and because it's out of a habit. So you're trying to break this habit, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna bomb on you every time you do it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna make a weird face,
a mental note, like
I'll be like, all right,
check,
yeah, and I'll give you the side eye, like, but I'm not gonna sit there and bomb on you, because I understand if you say you're in a process of change, I'm gonna let you change. I'm gonna give you that space, that area of growth to get it right. But like, understand, I need that same thing for me, right? I need that same energy. I need that same time, because I'm making an adjustment. So if you bomb on me consistently over like stuff that happened, and you're talking to me in a weird, like just a real disrespectful way that I feel disrespected, like you're belittling me as a person, you're not respecting how I feel about the situation and stuff, then it's like, it's weird. Like you could do it for me. I'm very lenient with stuff.
So what is your immediate thing to do? Is that end of conversation, or are you still having a conversation?
Like what? What do you mean?
Like, I say the belittling begins, and then the name calling begins.
Call silent treatment after that.
But I mean, like that's after. But I mean, like
once the name calling begins. And the disrespect, like that, like once I feel disrespected, I have something I call silent treatment.
So that shit don't work.
So you just stop talking.
There's nothing for me to say,
and you just sit there and just stare.
I dismiss myself from the conversation. I dismiss myself because a lot of these times these conversations, I keep it a stat. We in the 21st century or whatever. Like these conversations happen through text. They happen over the phone.
Yeah.
I hang up the phone. I go about my business. I go about my day. You better come correct the next time we talk. And you may feel away, and you should feel disrespected after I did that. But in the same breath, that happens after like the 20th time. Like this is not like, oh, you disrespected me one time.
I don't think that's safe though.
It's not safe.
So why you do it?
Because I guess that's kind of, it's not, honestly, that's something I'm working on. But that's just how I cope with certain things, because at the end of the day, like
it keeps on piling up.
Maybe
you was the one that's upset, because you could be the one in the right. But then if those name callings and because that might be somebody's bot, like everyone vernacular, and they code, it's code switching. Like you talk differently with different people or whatever.
Like, oh, you must be dumb.
Yeah. That's just how they talk. It's not specifically.
So no, you're right.
This guy is amazing.
But you hear what I said though, right? Like,
yeah.
All right, cool. I made it clear, like, yo, don't talk to me like that. Because again, if the tables is turned, you told me something that you don't want me to do, I'm not going to do it. Or if I do it again, it's not intentionally. It's out of habit, something that I'm breaking. And eventually I'm break that. Like 2-3 more times I might do it accidentally, and I'm taking it out of what I'm trying to do. But like if you're continually doing that, you're showing your lack of respect for me. I thought it's for me, I just don't feel like talking to him. I'm like, I'm not going to keep, because when I do talk, I'm like bombing on you. Like you getting
you might need.
You feel me? When I say bombing,
it's probably therapeutic.
I don't mean bombing. I gotta be clear. No, I gotta be clear.
He means voicing his opinion
after the text we just
strongly where the ground might shake.
That's a fact.
Like people in the next room might think an earthquake just happened.
That's a fact.
What I'm gonna say is, and y'all know this for a fact though, is that I'm the most disrespectful person, which is without a fact, and I know it's a problem, but it's just like I'm more sarcastic.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll throw jabs at you, but it don't be on purpose.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to tell him. Like sometimes that's just people's.
Yeah.
That's they butt.
Like how I be talking to y'all is like everybody gets that treatment. It's no certain group of people that get a whole different type of treatment.
What if your shorty told you, yo, I don't like when you talk to me that way? You gonna keep doing it?
No, I mean it's gonna be hard to change.
It's autopilot,
but it's just like,
and I feel like it's that person. That's what I'm saying. Like if you know me, that's why it goes back to what I was saying. If you know me, this is how I am.
You're right. If
you have to understand when this is what's going on, this is what it's really. That's what it means. And then if you
know me
if
you're
too, upset, yeah.
You know me too. I don't like that.
But you gotta.
You're telling me this one thing you can't adjust. I'm not telling you to do something outlandish. I'm telling you, like, yo, with me, out of everybody in your world, don't talk to me like that. I don't care how you talk to your mom. Don't talk to me.
See,
like
that's
that.
disrespectful. Though.
That's not disrespectful.
It is.
I don't care in your life who you talk to like that. If you're my girl, don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like it's because I deem that as disrespect. How is that? Right. Why is that impossible to do?
It's not.
It's tiny.
Nah, it's
an adjustment.
You gotta.
I'm not telling you to change who you are. I'm telling you, stop doing that to me.
It's in their DNA.
Yeah, that means they have to dumb down their person, their character.
That's why I give you 20. That's why I give you
the real dumb. You getting the fake dumb.
That's not true.
That is true.
Evolve. People evolve
when the time comes.
Okay, cool. No, but I'm saying people. It's like time. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving you getting chances. It's not like I tell you once, it's clip. I tell you twice, it's clip. Nah, you got like a 20 strike process.
I don't know if you got that much with me.
Listen, but I'm saying that I'm paid.
All right, let me put a spin on it too, because
All right.
here's the reason why I say that. Because say if we know someone, and we know someone where we could be anywhere, any setting. Someone might say something where they are time bomb, they off.
Mm-hmm.
What our best thing to do is like, yo, just let them go.
I feel like that was a shot to me.
No. He know what I'm talking about. You know why? In certain situations.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
But you know why we can let that go?
Why?
Because I can send them home. I don't gotta be with you for like. And here's the thing: like if I jump in a relationship with you, that means I'm thinking that this is forever.
Okay.
Like I take that intentions with it. If I'm dealing with you for the rest of my life, yeah, sure, you gotta change that. Same thing with me. Like if you don't like if I do something, you would like for me not to do that anymore. Now, granted, you could say there's a lot of stuff we take on the,
on the chin.
I'm not saying it.
Pause.
Pause. Right? But there's a lot of stuff.
Yo, what is wrong?
There's a lot of. There's a lot of stuff.
Pause that, bro.
There's a lot of stuff we take and we throw under the rug. It's like, all right, it's a part of the game because that's who they are. But I don't feel disrespected by that. I mean, I agree with certain stuff, but if you're doing something that makes me feel disrespected, now it's like, how can I efficiently love you if you disrespecting me? I can't. It's like you asking me to do something for you, like, oh, you're not being super affectionate or X, Y, Z. But you keep disrespecting me. Like you're taking a natural. It's hard for me to give somebody something if you're disrespecting me, and it's like something so small you're not willing to do just because. Oh, this is just who I am. I'd be like, I don't give. Like, I be doing my best not to say.
You just hit something there because you hit something there, and I want to talk about it.
IDGAF. Like I be trying to paint this to be like, oh, I be listen. I really don't give two flying whatevers. That's how
boy.
That's who you are. I'm telling you, I feel disrespected by that.
Yeah.
Listen, you gotta understand.
And I guess, yeah.
And is it worth you leaving me because I'm asking you to change that one thing?
I think that's ultimately what needs to happen. But go ahead. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna go ahead.
It takes a lot, boy, to try to change that one thing that actually bothers you, which people don't really understand, and they just think like, he tells me to change, but it's like, it's more than that. It's like I now gotta dumb down what I say to you.
Into your DNA.
It's more so like y'all know me. I'm sarcastic as shit. And I play around all day. Everybody takes me as a joke. I know this for a fact. But it's
a joke. You're a joke, bro.
I know I'm a joke, but still, you ain't gotta say that. But it's like I've been told that I'm mad disrespectful, and I gotta watch the way I talk to people. But I'm like, I never seen a problem with it because nobody's ever approached me. But it's like I've been approached before, and they was just like, "Yo, why you gotta talk to me like that?" And I'm like, like what? I talk to everybody like this. It's never a problem till one person has a problem. And it's like I can't change. I could change it, but it takes a lot out of me.
And you feel like you're not really dead.
It do.
That's not true because it could be a problem. Nobody just never said it.
That's what I just said.
Because I could send you home. I don't got to be around you all the time. Sometimes like this stuff that everybody does that probably gets you. That probably is just like
that hurts you. That gets you.
Yeah, like we all got mutual friends that people just do stupid stuff. But that's the reason why they're not consistently in a circle because we don't gotta link them every time. If this is my significant other, it's not your mom, right? Like your mom do stuff that get you tight. You got whatever. Like you just gotta take it because that's your mom. She gave you life. Shorty, you ain't give me life. I'm trying to spend the rest of my life with you though. And if we gonna make this work, there should be this. It's the same thing. Like. If I'm doing something that's bugging the fire out of her, shouldn't I be obligated to change that one thing for her? That doesn't mean I'm changing that for the world, but for her, I'm willing to change whatever I need to change so I can make it work out. So for this one thing, like I hate that the fact that you're not willing to do that, or you find that granted there's gonna be an issue in the beginning. Oh, this is me, and I'm telling you, like, look. Just don't do that to me. That is an issue. It's crazy. I find that outlandish.
In the DNA. Like we can even like when I'm saying that, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. When I'm saying like you, let's make it more like we could talk about sports. When you know he's a lefty that's gonna always go left, and when he take a step pivot this way, he's always gonna shoot. It's almost like you gotta train. It's like now you gotta train behavior, and like sometimes even still like you're still gonna do it. just out of
So
reflex.
what if you a lefty and you broke your left hand?
Then you just
gotta go
You
right.
gotta learn how to play with your right.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to shoot with your right. I'm breaking your left hand.
No, you're not.
It's broke. That shit dead. You go right. You go right, bro.
It ain't that simple.
It's not supposed to be simple because if it was easy, anybody would do it. But like I said, like that's why I don't sit there and bomb. And even we had another episode with Tiff. We talking about she don't like passive people. It's not me being passive. It's you getting me tight and I'm letting it slide. It's like, oh, why you getting mad? Because bitch, you keep doing the same shit I told you not to do. Like I'm trying not to spaz.
Yeah.
So like it's not a matter of I hate you or yeah, you get me tight, but like I let it slide because I know you're in the process of change. I have a high tolerance level. I hey, to the point you said about inevitably you should just separate.
Yeah.
I get that, right?
It's wrapped up.
I totally get that, but change is inevitable for people. Like people could change if they want to change. If you keep disrespecting me, you're basically telling me you don't want to elevate and change. Because if you're not willing to change something so small, God forbid what happens if a kid get here. Because I guarantee for that little for whatever somebody has a habit of doing, when they have a child or somebody that comes in their life, they'll change their stuff just like that because their life has been impacted. So you telling me I don't impact your life like that? I'm trying to take care. Like I'll be on some marriage.
We see those IGs. We see the IG posts.
I'm light skinned for real.
I would never be here without my son. I would never be here.
Yeah, you feel
without
me?
my daughter.
Come on, they changed all. As soon as they see the sonogram, everything it changed.
9 months would do that to you.
Now that's because what? A man injected life in you.
Those 3 hours of labor.
A man injected life in you, and now your life has changed.
Should be like 12, bro.
Yeah, yo, shout out to my sister. Yo. My sister had real life pregnancies, and I'm grateful to be. I've been there to. They all were interesting. I'm not even gonna put her on blast. Yeah,
You was in the room?
My son.
No, I was never in the room for none of them.
Oh.
I remember the first one, like my oldest nephew Zion. I remember I had woke up. You know how like in the Bible they talk about God gonna come back and take everybody up and disappear, like the rapture. I woke up, the house was empty, and I'm like.
What's going on
I was like,
here?
so niggas left me. I was like, hell no.
Was Uber a thing at this time?
I was like, nah. This like we was in like 9th, 10th grade.
Oh man.
So that happened then we had Christmas for the second one. And I was hoping it was gonna land on my birthday, but Christmas Eve or Christmas morning, it was like, yeah, we out. That happened. And then the last craziest thing, when the last one was born, my mom had ammonia. My dad just had like a knee surgery, and she was giving birth the same weekend.
Phew, what?
That shit
Too
crazy.
much going on.
Now you see how when niggas wasn't driving, they don't want to give me the car. Yeah, they was like, "Yo, D, I need you." I was in Brooklyn going crazy. It was crazy. But yeah, that's my take on the whole disrespect.
Well, I want to say one thing.
Yeah.
The reason why I said it's kind of wrapped up in someone's DNA, and like it could be two different just DNAs just going against each other. Because all right, you have your tick, you have your trigger points, and then I guess for other people, it's not necessarily the yelling. They could be saying certain things just calmly, but you might take that as very condescending.
Nonchalant and everything.
Yeah, they could be very condescending. But what I'm saying is sometimes people may say things, and what's in their minds and what's coming out their mouth, the words may not be meant as disrespect. But the moment they slap your ears, you might catch it as disrespect. Or you're being shady. You're saying slick things. What are you saying when you say this? Because that word can be meant different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like why? You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say like, why do guys, or why is the stigma of guys don't necessarily talk amongst themselves, like when it comes to their feelings and like the deeper, darker situation? Like why is that a thing? And do you feel like you actually play along against those stigmas?
It ain't play along. It's just
I look stressed. It look like I don't even like the topic.
I know why though. I know why.
It's just I don't got time to deal with the back and forth.
Yeah.
I hate arguing off rip.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
I just like my life to be mad peaceful. Like,
Nah, see, I agree with that.
right? But if I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna tell you what's up, and then you're gonna come back to me and be like, but I see nothing wrong with that.
That's part of the condescending thing. That might be taken as disrespectful.
And then it's like I gotta walk you through step by step of
You don't want to.
like,
It's
yo,
like
why
you
I
repeating
feel like
yourself
this.
and shit. Yeah. it's
So
stupid.
I'm like,
Yeah,
all
it can't.
right, it's better if I just hold everything in, even though it ain't good. But I'm gonna hold it in. You're gonna do some dumb shit again. I'm gonna hold it in again, and then just soon enough, I'm gonna just be like, yo, you know what? You get me tight.
Logged?
I gotta throw the scroll at you. It's lit. That's why I just be like,
After turn 20 is lit. Like,
I feel like if I talk to the bro, it's like he more understanding than shorty.
Yeah.
And then me and him gonna come to agreement, and then he might give me some advice.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, this nigga wildin'. But then after the fact, I'll be like, yo, maybe son was right. Let me try what he said.
Yeah. Let's see how this move.
But as far as me going to shorty and tell her what's up, nah, that's clip. 100% is clip.
Yeah, for me, you know the whole thing like, oh, be open with your communication and stuff like that. I haven't met a girl that I work with yet. So like me telling you my issues, it never comes off where they're trying to understand what I'm saying, right? Maybe my best friends at work with, but like anyone I'm with, they just don't be trying to hear what I'm saying.
Maybe back to what you're saying, that maybe because we can go home.
True. We're like while you're friends, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, as far as the relationship goes, like they don't be trying to understand, and that's why like sometimes I'll just call a bro, hash it out. I'd be like, it's whatever now. You know what I mean? Like I feel like guys, we do talk amongst each other's, not nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? And one thing I think, and I want to put a spin on this, but I want you to get off your point too. But do you feel like when guys talk amongst each other, are we like texters or we have live conversations and phone calls?
Live convo.
Yeah, I think it's. I feel like if we ever gonna talk about something real, it's gonna be on the phone,
on person,
or a live convo.
Yeah,
but I think via text,
it gotta be just like, yo, shorty get me tight.
Just jokes. Yeah,
it's just jokes.
Yeah.
So more of the story is, if you go through the bro group chat, it's straight jokes. It's straight jokes.
That's a fact, though.
It's straight jokes.
Even if it was a serious topic, like
it's straight jokes.
You get
That's a
inflamed and it's everybody laughing.
You'll never find nothing
serious.
Anything I got dirt, nothing. You better tap in like the FBI or something like that. It's never gonna be documented.
That's a
fact. I would never document that stuff. Anything that I gotta say to the bro or
Shout
Ben,
outs to the engineer.
you feel me? Shout out to my boy. Yo, he been a stack. Yo, we got the phone logs. I don't gotta text him for 2 hours.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of top of the tops.
He said anyway.
Them top of the tops be crazy in the
It'd
morning.
be stupid.
Boy.
It's straight jokes. That's how.
Yeah.
Yo, man, it should be crazy. Like I don't want to. Look, more story. That's why I wanted to know as far as that. But what was the main point?
About
to wrap
the
this up.
Do we express our feelings?
We do, like we have phone call, we link up, we drink, and like when niggas get together, let me say for my guys,
We're not catty.
Nah, we not washwomen.
and we not
That's a fact.
but like when we get up, we not sitting there hounding gal. Like when, let's say like when we go to a party, right? The joints is in there.
Yeah.
The joints see the vibes. But we be seriously in there catching, waiting for them to clear the smoke.
Yeah.
So we could throw up the joint. We in there to throw it up. And then we had the bottles, we situate and we get lit and we have a good time amongst ourselves. You know, we're not sitting there hounding for shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's it gets misconstrued. Like, oh, you just want to go out with your friends because you want to, like, nah, like.
It's a
It's a stress reliever, yo.
It's really not.
It's a stress reliever.
It's a different.
That's really what it be, son. And it's a blessing if you can have your girl to pop out and experience that with you, because it really be that.
And I don't think it's a problem that you have different people for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a fact.
I don't need my girl to be woo walking with us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay.
Right.
This is not your pocket. You know what I'm saying? When you know what I'm saying, when Usher or Beyonce, or if you know what I'm saying, when those songs come on and I feel me, we can vibe off of that. It's cool. When we need to get to certain other vibes,
That's a fact.
you know what I'm saying?
That's a whole fact, man.
But nah, that was a good topic.
Nah, we did. We kind of. I think we touched our points.
Yeah.
You know, we definitely wanted to you know, we wanted to give some sort of content to people to kind of nibble on and kind of get a male perspective. Food for thought for sure. So here's what I put a challenge out to whoever's going to watch this.
Guys do talk, it just don't be in the group chats.
That's a fact.
That's a fact, boy.
Anything in the group chat is straight jokes. If you take that serious, then you know that's on you.
Even if you bring it to the group chat, we gonna cut your ass about it.
It's not, if you bring it to the group chat, if no one's responding to that, you might get a phone call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or it might get picked up.
You might say something serious and the response is the top of the top.
That's a fact.
Top of the top.
There's been so many times like that where it's like y'all say something and I just be like,
T to T.
I ain't trying to answer that.
T to T, boy.
I gotta throw something in here to throw it off.
Look, I'm gonna throw a challenge out, to whoever's gonna listen to this. I seriously want to know if y'all could drop a comment about what you feel about the points that we touched on, because we want the feedback to kind of get the mindset of not just the females, if guys think the similar and everything. So hit up the comments. We gonna write back. We gonna have these conversations because I'm here to learn, man. Shout out to Single Life is not it.
It's not it.
It's not it.
Why not?
I'm light skinned, baby.
Oh, so you missed the lover, man.
Yo, I told my mom I was gonna be married at 25, boy.
When did you tell her that?
I mean, as a kid.
At 18?
Why would you tell her that?
I mean, that was we got cut off, but like I grew up seeing my parents. My dad saw my mom.
2-family house.
Yo, he met my mom 6 months later. They got married. Like 9 months later, they got married.
Boy, that's a whole different time though.
Now, but I'm saying, but that's the examples I got.
I know, but it's a good example. But
That's my example though.
I hear you.
Like here, when I see everybody else's example, but when I look at my example, like that's
what you want.
I prefer, yeah. And my mom's got the case, so my dad locked up, son. That's a fact.
Yo, boy, what the fuck you just said?
Wait.
My dad got the
What?
my mom.
Yo, the nigga on this side, my pop.
My dad locked up. He locked up. Yo, it's the ALBOET
Yeah, bro, cut this.
Wait, hold on. No, we birthday vibes.
Yo.
we had Sweet Brooklyn Ball.
What's that?
It's a bar. We could just go and eat.
Yeah.
Y'all want to do that next week?
We doing it for birthday vibes.
Nah, we could do that, yo.
Right,
we
let me know.
do it the 18th. I know. You're supposed to do the joint,
Yeah.
but you
Yo,
know,
we still going? Or
my
what?
birthday on the 17th. So if y'all didn't know, but nevertheless, we're gonna have that off camera. Look, it's a little bit of everything podcast. It's your boy to go get a Dre.
Strode antagonist. If I'm not antagonized, I ain't doing my job.
Do say damn, man. Top of the top.
ALBOET the label. We out.